Sometimes you just need a support crystal. It's fine.
It's my support crystal today. Some citrine, although it's more likely heat-treated amethyst because it's more orangey and less translucent yellow, like
So dork.
real citrine, but it's still cool. Still pretty cool. I'm gonna have this be our little buddy today.
I don't think it's not gonna be.
Well, I just showed them.
This is let's just smoking weed. This is nothing.
The crystal's gonna make it in there. I promise you. I'm gonna make him put it in.
What up and welcome. I'm Tristan.
I'm Ariana, the A.
And I'm the T. Today we're smoking up a blunt that I personally rolled myself.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. In it is this Roll's Choice by Nirvana. And it's got 25.94% THC with a 1.10% CBD. So this is a sativa.
Because it's like 1 o'clock. First smoke of the day. It's Saturday for us.
So could be even a little bit late of a smoke.
Well, we slept in quite a bit today because it's Saturday and we were tired.
Sometimes you gotta do that. If you feel like you need the rest, take it.
Yeah.
Do the rest. Because that's when your body heals itself and recuperates. So
it's also been very cold here in Los Angeles, so
don't let society's idea of like this gotta work all the time, gotta be pushing all the time, like, no, man.
We should just exist.
That's the rat race, dude. Like, just exist. If you need rest, rest. If you got the energy to work, work. And if you can make work something that you enjoy, all the better.
This is so enjoyable for us. We love smoking weed with y'all and watching some crazy shit, thinking about the possibilities.
By the way, if you have a mystery or a video or something that you've been digging on, send it our way. You know, let us know in the comments. We'll check it out. We'll probably do an episode on it. Also, let us know what you like to smoke. If you got a preferred brand or strain or a preferred method. Ours is blunts.
Hemp blunts, though.
Yes.
No tobacco.
No tobacco.
Because we are very health conscious. Health is very important to us. We love the hemp blunts. They taste even better.
So today we're going to watch a video because we're getting stoned, and sometimes that is the best way to approach some of these videos / ideas, theories, concepts. Break out of the box. Even though your initial societal concept and idea will be like, no, reject, impossible.
Put that aside.
Yeah, put it aside.
Just for the 15 minutes of this episode, even.
Yeah.
Suspend your disbelief.
And at the very least, maybe
or suspend
later,
your disbelief.
You're getting high with some friends and you're like, bro, I heard the craziest shit the other day.
Let's think about it.
Yeah. Today, I think we're going to do a video on the Hall of Records in Egypt.
You're feeling like Cleopatra today.
Yeah, she's throwing some Cleopatra vibes.
Cleopatra.
You might be like, where's the mystery? Everyone, Hall of Records, it's common knowledge that they're there. So what's the mystery? I don't know. Maybe it's what the purpose was, what's
actually there. What knowledge did they actually have access to that we no longer have access to today?
I mean, someone has access to it. Is it
just not the lay person?
Common, what they would call plebeians.
Yes.
I don't think we're plebeians. I don't think you're a plebeian. That's the 1%er.
Pretty excited to see what this Hall of Records has in store. This is coming from an Instagram page called Anunnaki History.
We are told by experts that the pyramids were built as burial chambers for the pharaohs, yet not one has ever been found within them. Quick research reveals that the pharaohs of Egypt were actually buried at the nearby Valley of the Kings. So why is an incorrect version being taught in school about the purpose of these incredible structures,
Nefarious,
leaving out
obviously.
important information, including the
Nefarious.
fact that long vertical shafts, known as the King and Queen's Chambers, point precisely to the star constellations of Orion and Sirius within the Great Pyramid of Giza. But even beyond those...
Pause.
Pause it right there. I also know that it's been
Speculated.
theorized that the pyramids were some sort of like energy.
Yeah, like a power plant. Basically, it's assumed that Tesla, when he created his wireless energy platform, he modeled it after the pyramids. So, as you'll see in this little diagram, there's like a section going down into the ground, and that's like the ground. And then pyramids are basically built out of, I want to say, either silica or quartz or something like that.
Very conductive.
Very conductive, resonant. The top was supposed to be like a gold cap. So basically, yeah, Tesla referenced his free energy device after the pyramids. Even going down, he had to have like he had to build in a special area where he could reach down into like an aqueduct or something that had something to do with the conductivity.
Which the pyramids definitely do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Wonders and secrets of the great architects of the past, the real treasures of Giza may lie far beneath the surface. Countless tunnels and shafts have been discovered in the last several years around the Great Pyramid of Giza and even inside the Sphinx itself, leading hundreds of feet underground, and yet little of this information has ever been shared or even explored fully after their discoveries.
Well,
Photographs
not by
clearly
us,
show
lay people.
passageways continuing into the darkness, but are either sealed off or it's not revealed where they lead.
It's like, why would they seal it
But what
off?
could be so important that would be worth covering up and suppressing from society? Ancient Egyptian records and documents indicated that thousands of years ago, a great library of information was erected beneath Giza, known as the Hall of Records, whose entrance was to be guarded by a great lion.
Pause.
Mm.
Here's the thing. We know for a fact, taught even in mainstream media / school systems, indoctrinated systems, whatever you want to call it, we know that there have been great libraries of knowledge that have been destroyed by the victors of whatever war. And, so that's not uncommon to happen. That's not out of even the realms of like what we all
to be
as
true,
a
yes.
society agree that yes, we've had great libraries of knowledge. People have come in. I mean, the Nazis did a bunch of book burnings. Like there's, and then like once they burn all that knowledge, they create their own new knowledge that's
serves their
narrative and their purpose, and then that becomes, that's why in history, like in school, history was my worst. I hate history because it's like it's bullshit. Like I'll just leave that there. I'm just gonna spiral. So
let's see what else they gotta say. It's
So
very
right now they
interesting
say that
though.
in these manuscripts that this great hall was guarded by a lion. And
So that's the Sphinx.
Yeah, this is where I apologize.
Representing the constellation Leo. This may seem strange to many today until they learn that the Great Sphinx used to be in the shape of a lion, but was later defaced and recarved to resemble a pharaoh by invading armies. Water erosion marks along the edge of the Sphinx prove it is far older than the date of around 4,500 years ago we were given when comparing the climate data around that time period, which would explain how it could have been built during a completely different period of human history, one nearly lost to time. As crazy as that may seem to some, we must understand the importance of where these tunnels may lead and why it's worth all the effort to hide and suppress. The famous Hall of Records is reported to contain a nearly complete and unaltered record of both human history and the secrets of these ancient civilizations of the past, and how they were able to create such enormous and precise structures. Recently, a startling announcement was made, indicating that ground-penetrating radar had discovered additional cavities and tunnels just in front of the paws of the Great Sphinx. Yet no news was ever made of what was found, and instead, wooden planks were put down to seal the floor of the site off.
That was it?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so cool.
Cliffhanger. I mean, they gave you the knowledge. The Hall of
That was
Records,
cool.
I guess, isn't commonly known to most people because the Hall of Records is this hidden chamber. This
Pretty
hidden
cool.
library of knowledge. Here's the thing about knowledge. I feel like even though a lot of times knowledge is hidden and suppressed, it's in the general consciousness. So someone's going to have radical ideas and people are, oh, that was revolutionary, but it could also just be, it's in the consciousness. It's, the ideas are there. The information is there.
It's all just within you already. You don't need to seek it externally at all.
What do you guys think? Do you think there's a hidden library under there? If not, why did they just go in and they're like, oh, this is not structurally sound, we need to just board this up, which would be silly because
no, it's clearly nefarious.
Yeah, how
clearly
could it be
nefarious.
Not structurally sound when it's been there for forever? And I feel like the fact that it was once a lion. And then someone went in and was like, now it's Pharaoh Lion, the Sphinx.
Yeah. I feel like it's becoming mainstream now that pretty much everyone knows the pyramids weren't built at the time period that they said it was.
Whom we believe to be ancient Egyptians.
It's like a complete mystery to us at this time.
Yeah, and I will also say it's interesting that the lion body part is much more structurally sound. The face is I mean, I guess there's more details on the face, but it's falling apart, it's corroding. I feel like it's evident that it
was tampered with potentially.
Yeah. I mean, there's also the Tartarian theory, as well as apparently there was something called the Great Mud Flood or something like that, or
too stoned to remember the
can't
details.
Recall the name of it, but basically the theory is that we have just built on top of other civilizations.
We were looking at some pictures.
Cataclysmic events where there was a mud flood that just covered everything up, and then we just kind of built on top of it, or things have been there was evidence of, I don't know if I want to say nuclear type explosions, but of that magnitude that have melted away buildings and civilizations, and that had incredible technology. So whether or not it's we're kind of repeating the cycle where civilization gets to the point where the technology is so great, but the egos are still at play and we just fuck each other over. I don't want that to be the route we're going, but
we shall see.
You know what? That is not the route we're going to go. We are going to...
That's right. We all do our individual part.
Yeah. Be kind. Love one another. It's dope for us to be bringing this side show to you guys. Meanwhile, we're making the TV show. So hopefully this keeps you guys entertained in between the TV shows that we're making. So thanks for checking us out. If you like it, give it a like, hit the subscribe button. More TV shows were coming. Maybe some tutorials on rolling blunts and other awesome weed stuff. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye! Good job. Man, I was just telling Tristan today, I wish I had a time machine so I could travel back in time, man. I would love to check this out. Well, we already kind of know, honestly. We know that the ancient people were using technology that involved frequency and vibration, and that's what the powers that be now, who have the technology that the normal people don't have access to, they also use technology that involves frequency and vibrations and stuff.
Yeah, so. I mean I won't say the main one, but one that is commonly known is like the HARP project,
Yeah.
which alters like not just the weather, but can like trigger earthquakes or disrupt, like, you know, you got a sleeping volcano, you hit it with some frequencies, it's erupting. They could
Scary
like
stuff, man.
they could tamper with satellites. They, you know, they can do all kinds of shit.
They levitate things using like vibration and frequency. So like all of this is not new technology, but they definitely have access to it today. And another thing I was thinking about with these underground tunnels is that it's also pretty common knowledge, at least to all of us in
the know,
that there are a ton of underground tunnels all around the world.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that was the start of it, or they just took advantage of this already kind of established part there in Egypt. And obviously they're not going to go into what's down there, let anyone down there. Like that's where they keep the knowledge. That's where they keep gold, money, many other things. I will leave that at that until another day.